a oil roll-on that can be sold. Everclear can't be shipped, apparently, because the ATF will be coming at your house. So what I did is I have the recipe recommended, and I called it Patchouli Garden because it came out smelling really good. I don't like patchouli, but like I said, I made it for my friend and my mom, and I think they're really going to like it. So what I did is I measured out how much would be in a 2-ounce bottle, and then did 2 parts Everclear to 1 part distilled water. I used rose water instead. I make my own rose water. So what you would do is put, however many, I think it was, I made 2 at once. So it was like 3 tablespoons per 2 tablespoons of water. And also, if you're going to do water projects, you want to get a preservative. This is called Orphetean. I can never spell it. I can never see it. But you want to always put a few drops in with your water products because they may mold and they tend to get bacteria and blah, 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 blah. But the recipe called for 5 drops, 5 or 6 drops, however many drops you want of sweet orange oil, 15 or however many you want of patchouli oil, also a couple drops of rosemary oil, and a few drops of lavender, or I put a few drops of bergamot because I like bergamot and my mom likes bergamot, and I thought that it would go well with 5 or so drops of lavender. I also used a Bath and Body Works oil called Cedarwood Citron. But the key to is after say I put my 5 drops in of this, you really want to whisk it. Whisk it, 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 whisk it. And then add your next drops in. You want to mix in every essential oil afterwards. I also put a few drops of rosehip oil in just because I thought that the oil would be nice on the skin and it might help the scent stay a little longer. And you just want to whisk and you want to smell. That might need a little more patchouli or it might need a little more orange. If it's a really strong patchouli, I added a little lemon. I just, made my own stuff, but those were the most ones I used. But the Bath and Body Works Citron Cedarwood had cedarwood, citrus, and patchouli in it, and I think it really made. And I got that from AztecOils.com. And you smell, and all you want to do is then place it in your bottle. And I think they say put them in amber bottles because that way the sunlight can't get to it. And then I made it a few days ahead of time. I'm giving my mom hers for Mother's Day, and I'm mailing one to, I'm sending one to my best friend for her birthday. So I went ahead and made them a couple of days ahead of time so they could melt a little bit. But that is how I made Patchouli Garden. It's really easy. You can also do this with a carrier oil. But with carrier oils, you're going to need to use smaller bottles. Like this is a 10 millimeter roll-on bottle. It's not amber, but I mean, it doesn't have to be amber. You can use whatever, but you can use like 2-part carrier oil, and then you half the drops, like 3 drops of orange, or just however you want to do it, however what you want to smell, and then you would mix each drop in the oil, and then after you're finished, put it in your roll-on drops. I will do a tutorial of the roll-on drops. So that is how you make Patchouli Garden with grain alcohol as the base. Make sure you get a broad spectrum preservative. You can find it on Brambleberry. I suggest going to Lotion Crafters. They have several. They have Germafin 2, which is sort of a organic based. But this is formaldehyde and paraben free. It's the closest to non-preservatives you can get. So I hope you guys liked my tutorial of Patchouli Garden.